Hi, boys and girls. I've got a new story for you here today, and it's called Ruby's Worry by Tom Percival. Look at Ruby there in the picture. She looks a little bit worried, doesn't she? And the thing behind her, you'll see, it's part of the story, is her worry. Ruby, it says on the back of the book, which is called the blurb, Ruby had always been happy, perfectly happy, until one day she discovered a worry. So let's go ahead and read. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high, and she loved to explore wild faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first Ruby hardly noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day it got a little bigger. It's making her look a bit more worried too, isn't it? It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast staring at her over the cereal box, and it was still there at night when she cleaned her teeth. It's making her look very worried. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. She still doesn't look happy though, does she? She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Oh, she can't even swing high in her swing now. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? And what if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realize, but she was doing the worst thing that you can do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now the worry was enormous. It couldn't barely fit in the kitchen at tea time. It filled up half the school bus. And it took up whole rows in the cinema. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like that she would never feel happy again. Then, one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? It looks like one, just like hers, doesn't it? It was. And Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and he told her the strangest thing happened. As he told her the strangest thing happened, his worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing that you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. And as the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. And finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time that she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. Good story, boys and girls, isn't it?